Hi, friends! That's my microphone behind me. Whoop. 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 It's moving on its own. Causing that. And I want it here. There it goes. I don't know. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my stream. What if we do... Oh, shoot. Ish? Something like that? Hi. Welcome to the stream. Harper Quinn, Maverick Hurst, Kelsey Pop. Hi, welcome. Hello, I got an idea for a video. Illbleed, the Sega Dreamcast horror classic. Illbleed? Illbleed? Illbleed. Illbleed? Illbleed? That is the name of a game. Illbleed is a survival horror video game developed by Crazy Games for the Sega Dreamcast. It was self-published in Japan in March 2001. That's a long time ago now. That was like 22 years ago. No. I've never heard of it. I never had a Sega well, no, I had a Sega Game Gear, which was their mobile gaming, like a Game Boy. I had that for a little while. And by a little while, I mean, I honestly don't remember what happened to it. I don't know. But I never had a Sega Dreamcast. Published in 2001. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. I can't say that I can't say that I'm sure I'll get to it. I don't really get around to console games. I made something cool and posted it in the Discord. It took 45 minutes to make and uses clips from you. Did you make a video? My Discord won't open. It's like trying to update and I can't open it. So I will have to look for that. Like it was stuck on the loading screen. It was just spinning forever. I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not opening that right now. I guess I can look at it on my phone. Or look for it on my phone. Where's it at? In the general tab, I assume? I don't know where it is. I don't know. I don't know where to look. I think I'll look for it later. Oh, God darn it. I don't even... what am I clicking? I'm like, okay, here we go. I'll put that away. Oh, that's a link. Oh, that's a YouTube link. Oh, cause yeah, you posted probably the link to the Discord. That makes a lot more sense. Hang on. No, wait, no, go back. No, I don't want to leave the chat. I just wanted to open the link. That didn't work. That way I don't forget about it later. Cause if I don't open it in a new tab right now, I will forget about it later. My brain don't. It says, oops, something went wrong. I think, is that the right? It says, oops, something went wrong. I can't look at it. I don't know. I'll have to look for it in the Discord later. Why is it trying to open Studio? Did you give me a Studio link by accident? Or is my computer just stupid? Why is it trying to open studio.youtube.com? Like, that's not where videos are posted. Here, I'll remove the studio part. Okay, there we go. I found it. His song mixed with Mo equals perfection. What is this song? Why did you take a bunch of clips from the Weston Hasty channel? Why is it in like 1:1 ratio? I know it wasn't on screen. I have questions. I have questions. I need to open Steam. Mo is late. I'm right here. I'm streaming. What are you talking about? Late for what? You're late. Yeah. Now what? Now how you gonna, now what you gonna say? I need to find, Phoenix, right? Ace. We have not played this game in over a year. We haven't played this since March of 2022. Oh, not over a year, in almost a year. It's almost February. We're like 10 months ago. We haven't played this game in like 10 months. I'm not gonna remember anything, so this is gonna be interesting. Mo is late, no. But I'm right here. I'm talking to you all. I'm not late. Late for what? I can't be late. I'm here though. If anyone heard a very zombie Christmas, I'll probably say line for fun. I don't know what that even means. No, my YouTube glitched out. It said live in 2 minutes and it was 8:08. I'll say we're live in -8 minutes or -10 minutes now. It's 8:10. Your YouTube, it lies to you. It's a liar. It's a stinky, filthy liar. We're gonna get into it here in just a sec. I'm just getting things pulled up. I did pretty much literally, like when I went live, I had pretty much just sat down at my computer. So I'm still kind of like getting situated slightly with just in terms of everything on my screens and everything. But we're almost there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Boop. Loading content. We're doing it. Ugh. Do. Is that too loud or too quiet? How's that sound? From the COD Zombies crew. I didn't really play COD Zombies. I'm not like a real gamer. I'm a fake gamer. I don't play COD Zombies. With Nikolai, Dempsey, Takeo, and Richtofen? I wish Illbleed the Park was real. Why? It looked like a horror game. Are we sure we want that to be real? Are we certain that that is the reality that we wish to exist? Cool. Weird. Interesting. I'm gonna ignore that on my screen. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Do I have everything pulled up? I do. I think we're ready. You guys ready? You guys ready for some Ace Attorney? For some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney action? Hello friends and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I'm your host, MagicManMo. We're gonna continue our adventure. We're at episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes, day 2, investigation. Load selected data. You're darn right we're gonna load selected data. This has been sitting in my computer for 10 months. This is the last time we played this. I saw the footage. I had a big beard. I had a big old beard. This was such a long time ago. Guys, I think I got ghosted by my boyfriend. He pretty much right before Valentine's Day somehow. Yeah, I mean, if he's like ghosting you all the time, you know what? Forget him. His loss, right? Don't let him try to talk to you. Next time he tries to talk to you, just don't. Don't let him just come and go as he pleases. You know what I mean? From Blops. See, I didn't have Blops. I had Advanced Warfare. I had Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I liked Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Not they like rebooted Modern Warfare, I think, but the original version of Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Weirdly enough, I didn't have Modern Warfare 1. I skipped that one or missed that one for some reason, and I had Advanced Warfare. I didn't have Blops. I had a friend who had Blops. We just came out of the boat rentals. I had to refresh my memory a little bit. I didn't rewatch the entirety of my last stream of this, but I kind of like jumped around to catch some bits and pieces. And we were in this boat rental shop where there's an old man who's a little crazy, and he thinks that we're his son. He's trying to leave us his restaurant. I think he thinks the boat rental is like a ramen shop or something. Anyway, he knows something about the DL-6 incident, which is an incident where that Edgeworth was involved in, where I think his parents were killed or something. I don't remember exactly, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's do a quick check for any new things to examine now that we're out here. I doubt there will be anything new, but you know, we were in that boat rental house for quite a while, so let's move somewhere else. I'm not sure where we're going exactly from here. I think we need to seek out Edgeworth and possibly Gumshoe. I don't think I have anything to talk to you about. I do not. What's your name? Larry. Larry Butts. It's been 94 hours. Yeah, don't compete for his time. If he won't give you his time, he doesn't deserve yours. Yeah. I can present him something. What do I even have? Let me check my court record. I have my badge. I have Lotta's camera. I have Robert's autopsy report. Robert died sometime on the 24th or 25th, shot from approximately a meter away. It was like right around that midnight time, right? There's this photo of the firing taking place at 12:15 in the morning. With Misty Faye's photo, it's an old photograph. This is DL-6 Incident Exhibit A written on the back. And of course, Misty Faye is Mia and Maya Faye's mother. And Maya, which one's which? Maya is our like assistant. Mia's dead. Gordy article. This is the article about the monster sighted at Gordy Lake, which I don't think is real. There's the overhead map of the Gordy Lake, which you can actually look at, and you can kind of see the bay area. We've got a pistol bullet that was found in the victim's body. The ballistic markings match the murder weapon's barrel. This is the murder weapon. It's a .22 caliber. It was fired 3 times and bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand, which is interesting because I think we only have evidence of it being fired twice, but it's been fired 3 times. We've got Lotta's deposition. I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight, 12:25. So it's been fired thrice, but we only had it heard twice. Metal detector to make noise when metallic objects are near, a useful detection device. Second lake photo shows an empty lake taken approximately 12:24 at 11:50. So there's no one on the lake at 11:50. And then we've got the parrot that we have just kidnapped. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers by the name of Polly. Cool. That's what we have in our inventory, as it were. I don't think I need to present you anything. What if I present you with Polly? I don't know why, but what if I did? Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm a mere seller of hot dogs. I don't remember all the voices I gave everybody, but that's okay. We'll make it up as we go. I think we just want to let's just check out the lake woods real quick. Make sure there's no one here. Yeah, I don't see anybody. Yeah, let's slide over. Yeah, there ain't nobody here. Let's go back. I think we need to head back to the police office. We can go to the Criminal Affairs Department, perhaps? Aha! December 26th. Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, pal, long time no see. No kidding. He doesn't know just how true that is. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Sure, let's just jump into it. Tell me about the boat caretaker, and then, oh, that's right, we were gonna ask you about the DL-6 incident, and possibly Edgeworth as well. You know the boat rental shop down at Gordy Lake? Oh, yeah! The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Yeah, he's probably not really actually supposed to talk about it, but come on, help us out.
Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him.
He's not an odd bird. He has an odd bird. Its name is Polly.
I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Ms. Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious. Yeah, that wasn't very helpful. But he knows things. Detective Gumshoe, please, help us.
Huh?
We need to know about the DL-6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. Okay, that's when his dad died. Yeah, I was gonna say someone in Edgeworth's family died. I couldn't remember. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. Yeah, not to mention that the old man in the boat rental said something about it.
To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL-6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file.
Well, he has no control over you. You can read it. You're an investigator, aren't you?
So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL-6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up.
I can do that. Because I could present you with Polly, and Polly was talking about it, right?
What's that, a parrot?
The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident.
That incident?
DL-6.
What?
Yeah, the parrot knows about DL-6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Yeah, this is a flashback. This was in the previous stream we did.
What? Don't forget DL-6. What?
Huh? Yeah, I won't forget. I kind of forgot, but I won't forget. I'm pretty sure that the old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL-6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL-6? Yeah, that's kind of the that's what I'm aiming towards. Nick, you think he might be? I mean, what other explanation is there, right? Don't look at me like that. Don't you do that.
I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL-6 incident.
I did say that. That is true.
Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
All right. Way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. All right, that's exactly what I needed. Let's move on in there. Records room. December 26th, Police Department, records room. Wow, it's amazing. Lee Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL-6 stuff, quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. God, you guys are babies. They're basically children. They're so young. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL-6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL-6 incident. I'll go get the right file. All right, so I guess we're gonna talk to you. Yeah. Just, she's gonna play secretary for us a little bit. Tell me about the case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary, found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. Yeah, it's gonna pass its statute of limitations. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. That's kind of ominous, because we're gonna be at trial for probably 2 days, right? There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that, in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. Wait, was the elevator freaking airtight? Why is the elevator airtight? The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father. Oh, that was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. Does that mean Edgeworth was in the elevator too? So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Okay. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it! Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50 today. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles! Yeah, Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. Yeah, we were figuring that out. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Just like our current victim was fired on twice. Where have I heard that before? That's what I was saying! Huh? It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Alright, give me some suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL-6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Oh, Hammond! Okay, that's a name we've heard before. Oh, that's the victim! He's the guy that's dead, that's right. Hammond, the victim in our case. I forgot who it was that we were even, who had died. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. Well, if he was just as young, is he the old man, that was in the boat rental? That's the old man in the boat rental, isn't it? That's Mr. Yogi. It has to be. I guess I know generally what happened in DL-6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL-6 case file added to the court record. All right. Right. That's probably all we'll need. We'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Which is like Mr. Yogi. To be continued. Oh, we were so close to a continuing moment on the last stream. Oh well. Save your progress? Absolutely. Absolute-and-rootly. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. I have no idea what voice I gave. Karma.
Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready.
Who is the judge here, anyway? Oh yeah, Mr. Karma was like bossing the judge around last time. I remember that now, because he's like really highly respected and famous and stuff. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Is he gonna give one? Is he awake? Very well. No opening statements, so...
Not so fast, Judge.
What voice did I give him before? What voice did I give him?
Not so fast.
Not sure. I don't know. I guess that's what I'm going with.
I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Okay, well that's just... Now you're just grandstanding.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
I mean, he can say that all he wants, but just to spite him, I can drag this out.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner. That's gotta be Mr. Yogi.
Witness, state your profession. Yeah, I am the proprietor of the restaurant, The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was.
Please, testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Yeah, I'm gonna raise an objection because I just want to annoy Karma. Objection! Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes.
Don't you give me that. Don't you give me that finger.
Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Why would I cooperate with you? We're on opposite sides here, man. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Yeah, at least the judge is on my side.
I'm not really sure.
What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years.
Ergo, he cannot recall his own name.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness?
I think we should still have something to call him. Like, we gotta call him something. Sorry, I'm just looking at something on my screen. Oh, I know what I'm looking at. Sorry. The night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Pow! Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now!
Yes. Mr. Wright?
We're absolutely gonna cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well, you may begin.
Oh my god. Rah!
Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma?
3 minutes just passed!
I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, no kidding. 3 minutes. What was the point of being so pompous? The night of the murder. I don't really know what I have to cross-examine. He didn't really give us very much. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I mean, technically just after midnight, it would be like the morning of the 25th, but I know what he means. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Like, just the boat? No one on the boat? That's what I want to press him on that. Was there someone on the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there, yup.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yup, at the time, that is.
At the time? Really? Is that all you're gonna give me? Well, hang on, let's go back to the beginning then. We'll press you on pretty much everything, just because it'll annoy Karma. Just after midnight, you say?
Yup, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yup.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today.
I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Is he asleep or is he awake?
You don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yup. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
But that's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Hey, Maverick. Can we take a quick chair break? Say hi to the chair. Take a moment, everybody, to appreciate the chair. Hey, chair. How you doing? We're currently in the midst of interrogating who I believe is a Mr. Yogi, the one other survivor besides Miles Edgeworth from the DL-6 incident. That's what I think we're dealing with. Anyway, thanks, Chair. I'm glad you could be here, holding me up all these years. Actually, now that I'm standing up, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keither boy.
Keith?
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop.
Turbo, welcome to the strat. Don't you dare shark me. I just sat down. Ha! You don't have enough mana.
Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake.
No, we already pressed him on that.
Then I heard another bang.
So you heard 2 gunshots total.
Yup.
That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday as well.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
By your window.
Yup, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, that man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Alright, that's what you're gonna add to it. Well, elaborate, please. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Oh no, we're gonna stab, oh no, we're gonna do this in the middle of the courtroom. It's gonna work though.
Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy!
And he's down. And he's down.
This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nit, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Well, if I have to act quick, I can't just wait and see, right? I have to do something. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun.
Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand?
Exactly! Don't you give me that.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true.
The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I want to respect the, I think the judge wants to be on our side. Like, I don't think he likes being bossed around by Von Karma, but at the same time, he's absolutely been bossed around by Von Karma. I'm gonna raise another objection. Objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, oh, I don't,
Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof.
oh. Do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please. Yeah, we need some ghostly intervention. We need your help. Nick needs you.
3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough! The witness may leave the stand.
Well, he's having the witness leave the stand, but he's not making a decision yet. I don't think he can leave the stand.
This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Was there anything I could have done that entire time? Like, all I've got is the record and options.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, you banged the gavel! Wait! Wait, who yelled that?
Who was that just now?
Me! Who's me? Is it the ghost of Mia? Because I'm gonna crap myself. Huh? What? Larry! Larry Butts! Larry to the rescue! He was there. He's been running the hot dog stand.
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order!
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. Yeah, I was sitting here in this audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Yeah, anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this.
She's right.
If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now!
Judge got some freaking balls. Here he is. He's doing it. He's standing up for himself.
What?
The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew.
That was too close.
Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. You're sweating sharks. Sharks are literally sweating out of your pores as we speak. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Was he? Yeah. Yeah. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night. Air tank, you say? So someone could have, like, I don't know, scuba'd their way on and off that boat, maybe? Or even fired from, like, below the boat. Something about the air tank, maybe, right? Something about that, maybe? That tickles at my brain. Yeah. Edgeworth's being, edgy. Hey, Edgeworth. Ow, 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 ow. My foot is cramping. Ow, that hurt. Ow, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Ow. I was sitting on my foot and it cramped. You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance?
Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials.
Perfect trials?
Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry.
What are you getting at?
It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes, I'll have you know. 15! Everything's on Larry now. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Going back in.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony the night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. That's true. I mean, Edgeworth was already declared guilty. So, I mean, at this point, we'll work with whatever we got. He only heard one bang. Also, he was out at a boat. And our previous witness, I think, said he only saw one boat. But there must have been two, because there would have been Larry's boat, and there would have been the other boat. At least two at one point in time. All right, let's press on everything. That night I was out in a boat on the lake.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it?
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat.
By that time, everyone had gone home for the night.
So I waited until the coast was cleared, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something and I found it.
Looking for something?
Yeah.
Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant.
We don't know that, Von Karma.
Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. Yeah, because Gordy was the samurai costume. Everyone thought that was Gordy. It wasn't. It was the giant samurai thing.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
Around what time was that?
Well, let's see. I figured I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Actually, I think Larry has a watch on his wrist. It's hard to see because the text is in the way. He's got something. It might be part of his jacket, though. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did this sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Yes, Larry didn't see a boat. That's mysterious.
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Which means we can't be sure that Yogi could see a boat. He said he saw a boat with 2 people on it. Larry's saying he couldn't even see a boat. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick, that was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. All right. What do we have that can contradict? He only heard the one bang, and we have plenty of things that say that there were 2. Like, we got the camera. If he heard one bang around midnight, and then this photo that was taken at 12:15, what if there was a bang once and then a second bang 15 minutes apart? I feel like that would have come up by now if that was the case, though. I feel like that would have come up by now. And we've got the photo of the empty lake at 11:50. If the lake was empty, then even Larry's boat wouldn't have been on the lake at 11:50. So maybe it wasn't midnight. It's a little hard to say. We've got this old photograph that doesn't help us here, I don't think. We've got Lotta's deposition. I think we can try to use Lotta's deposition about the 2 gunshots, maybe? Because it... Yeah, I think that's just the best place to start. Maybe go to where he said he heard 1 bang and then give us Lotta's deposition. Or even the photo of the boat here. Oh, I didn't mean to press. God damn it. Yeah, I didn't mean to press. I meant to present. How do I present that button? I don't know that. I don't know. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
I goofed. I'm gonna lose HP over this. Yep, whoops, okay. I need to be more careful. Okay, I need to be more careful. That didn't go so well. Oh boy, okay. That's not good. What do we got? What do we got to work with here? We got... We looked out over the lake, didn't see a boat, but we have a picture of a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Did he? Do we have any evidence that he, like, didn't actually go home? Is that, like, a thing that we might have? Because he looks super nervous about that part. Did we only recover 1 pistol bullet? Like 1 bullet? What do I use? What do I have? I didn't see a boat. Got the lake photo. That proves there's a boat, but like if he was gone by about midnight, he wouldn't have seen this take place at 12:15. But he doesn't know for sure whether it was midnight that he left, right? Objection! This isn't gonna work. This is bad. I'm losing. This witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing. Yep. Oh, okay. I'm not doing well here. I'm not doing well. Okay. I'm on the wrong track. All right. Now that I've lost half my health, just about. I guess I can try to press more on the Gordy thing. But like, we know what he was looking for. I know he's not like saying it out loud. Oh God. I don't know. I think maybe the second lake photo showing an empty lake. Maybe it's not a contradiction. But he says he saw nothing on the lake, and we have a photo that there was nothing on the lake at 11:50. Do I present that? What? It's not really a contradiction, though. What game is this? It's a Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. You've never heard of it? I'm surprised. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Yeah. Is that the contradiction? Because again, we have one where it's like there's no one on the lake. As far as we can tell, it shows an empty lake at 11:50. Oh, God. This isn't going to work. God dang it! I'm really up a creek here. I really actually don't know. I don't see a contradiction here. It's just so vague. We split the boat back to the rental dock. Then just as I was going home, I heard this bang. It has to be the single gunshot, right? Did I already try doing Lotta's deposition on this? That was the first thing I tried, right? I've already forgotten. Did I actually try or just talk about trying it? I think I tried it here, though. Do I try the... God, I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this. Luckily, I saved, but like... Contradiction. You only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. That's the best I can come up with, so like maybe we gotta... God darn it, I keep hitting... No, God, no. Hitting the wrong button. Present. All I can think of is, so like, again, it's I heard two sounds, like gunshots, just after midnight. That's all I can think of, right? Okay, we're on to something. All right, we're there. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? See, I tried to do the Lotta's deposition on his other statement about hearing one bang. That's what I said. But Ms. Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard one gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh?
Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Okay.
Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones?
Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Yes. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Hold it! Erica, welcome to the Strab.
Blah! Blah! Shock do.
Yeah, we have to let him continue. We've got nothing else if we don't. There's got to be something to this. Mr. Orange Cow, welcome to the stream. Do I like playing home scrapes games? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is or what that means. Who's sharking me? Harper? God dang it. Homescapes games. I still don't know what that is. Is that like match 3 mobile game? Homescape? Isn't there like some match 3 garden, home garden, homescape garden or something? Is that a thing? I've never played it. I don't even know if that's what we're talking about or not.
Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Huh, the irony. The irony when we get Von Karma to lose.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all requests show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. That's the type of game. I've never played it before. What cartoons did you grow up watching? I grew up watching Pink Panther and Top Cat. I don't know who Top Cat is. I know who Pink Panther is. I was more like an Ed, Edd and Eddy and Rugrats and like Angry Beavers and Real Monsters, that kind of stuff. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. Oh, Larry, I do know. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objections sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
I was listening to it real booming loud like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
If it was loud enough, what if there was a bang from the headphones that got heard? Like, how booming are we talking about? Yeah.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What did she say? Wait, did we know it was a sheep?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
Oh, we should care. Oh, we should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Because if the radio announcer said, hang on a second, what were all those gunshots I heard? That would be important. Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. Because again, that would place us at midnight. Because if the radio announcer said it's about Christmas, that means it's almost midnight. And the photo we have of the gunshot, the photo that we actually have, is at 12:15. That means there's 15 minutes between gunshots. It's a long time to be shooting somebody on a boat from 1 meter away. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. The Sir Burger biscuit. If you saw it in the stream, I have a link to it in the description of that stream. But I played it on Congregate. That's a Kongregate. Congregate. It's a website to play games. You can play it there. You remember this case now? There you go. Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. Oh, it helped. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Yeah, no, we can't. We can absolutely do that. I don't have a lot of health, so if I don't do it the way the game wants me to, then I might lose some health here. But, yeah, exactly what she said. Just when she said this. That's the point where I want to take this, I think is what I want to present. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, yeah, there's 15 freaking minutes between gunshots. Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Ms. Hart's camera.
12:25. 00:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Here's the other thing. Either there were 15 minutes between gunshots, or, hear me out, the gun was fired 3 times. Once before midnight and twice after midnight. 3 times. Who was being shot at the first time? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim.
I do, kind of.
Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
The gun. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth! That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies.
Bah! You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? You have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight?
Yes. I don't remember why it's the second lake photo, but we have a photo that was taken and when there was no one on the lake yet. That has to be it. Let's go! Can I sing "We Are the Champions" by Queen? I don't think this is the. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is the moment. I don't think this is the opportune moment for that just yet. I think we do. I think we have evidence. But I don't present it now.
Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
I believe I do. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Ms. Lotta, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Exactly correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time that Larry claims.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. I mean, like, to be fair, come on, guys, give me like a recess to think it over or something, you know? Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? No, but sure. Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So, you finally realized the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Yeah, what if he was already shot?
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright?
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shoot. Oh, sorry.
We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 minutes after midnight.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent, anyway.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Okay. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and Hammond. We know Miles was on the boat. He told us as much. So we know Edgeworth was on the boat. So it's either Edgeworth and Hammond or Edgeworth and the murderer, right? Erica, you're like, I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, Edgeworth had to have been on the boat. Because he, like, said so. Because he picked up the gun. Just dumbly. So, like, either... But why would Edgeworth have been on... Where did we find Hammond? Was Hammond actually found, like, in the water? Because it would have had to have been Edgeworth and Hammond. Unless... I'm still trying to... I don't know who the murderer would have been. What if... I have no clue. Don't listen to me. What if... Like, I'm tempted to say Edgeworth and the murderer. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. I'm tempted to say Edgeworth and the murderer only because that at least would be different. Ah! If I get this wrong, I only lose 2 hit points, and I don't lose yet, but I'm very low on my attorney health. Because I still think, because what if it's a setup? I mean, it had to have been a setup. It had to have been a setup to get, It had to have been a setup, right? To get Edgeworth and Hammond on the boat together. So I still think it's Edgeworth and Hammond, because it was a setup to get Hammond on the boat. The question is, was Hammond in on it? Basically. I don't remember the Steel Samurai case, because it was so long ago since we played it. Because I still think the murderer actually did the murder at 11:50 and then fled. Miles Edgeworth and Robert Hammond. This is so not right, right?
Yes, I believe you are bad. That is exactly what I've been telling the court this whole time. You're agreeing with me, and yet what did you just say? That Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before the shot on the boat?
Yes, that's what I said. It's the only way it makes sense. We know Edgeworth was on the boat, and why would Edgeworth have been on the boat with anybody other than Hammond? And in order to set up Edgeworth, Hammond had to be on that boat. So they both had to be on the boat. I was just testing you, Von Karma. Mr. Wright. Oh no, am I wrong?
Your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for this foolishness.
Oh, okay, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Oh man, see?
Well, I'll ask you again.
Explain who the two men on the... Then it had to be Edgeworth and the murderer, right? Didn't Edgeworth tell us he was on the boat? Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Okay, that's what I was tempted to go with. So where did we find Hammond? It was a long time ago since we started this case. Where did we find Hammond? Was he in the water? Was he in the... Where was his body found? After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond. Oh! I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. That's genius. So I was kind of right. It was Mr. Hammond on the boat with Edgeworth. An air quote. Oh, that makes so much... Phoenix, you're smarter than I am.
What? Are you serious?
No, it makes perfect sense now. Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know, right? There's no way for me to know. This is all related. We don't have enough evidence yet. We don't know, do we? Like, saying Edgeworth is the murderer is literally what we're saying. We're trying to say he's not the murderer. Lotta Hart, if she was the murderer, why would she have set up ways to take photos of the whole thing, right? Like, Lotta Hart wouldn't have set up a camera system to catch basically herself in that. Well, actually, I still don't think it's Lotta Hart. But if it was Lotta Hart, maybe she would have set up cameras to get pictures of Miles Edgeworth in the boat to set him up. Oh my God. There's no way, right? There's no way it would have been Lotta Hart, right? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? She specifically set up a camera to specifically listen for loud shots. If she was the murderer, she would have known full well there would have been loud shots. And then it would have taken a picture. It would have gotten Edgeworth on the boat with Hammond. If it was... Why does that? It kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense, actually. But there's no motive. We don't know anything about Lotta to say, like, ostensibly, the reason she said she came was to capture evidence of Gordy. She's like a reporter or something, like she's like a student at a school. I don't think it's her either. But it actually kind of, like, why does it kind of make sense? I have literally no health left. If I miss this, if I get this wrong, we lose. I'm gonna say I don't know. It can't be Lotta Hart, right? If I say I don't know, if I swear, if it's Lotta Hart, and I actually just figured it out, but I don't believe myself. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. Wait, is that because... No. We don't know the murderer's name, not because we don't know the murderer. We know who the murderer is. We just don't know his name, but we do know his name. If it was Mr. Yogi, the old man.
You don't know?
Bah! Again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. But I bet it's Mr. Yogi. I bet that's who he is. The old man who never told us his name. He didn't want to tell us his name so we couldn't figure out that he's actually Mr. Yogi who was involved in the DL-6 incident where he was the only survivor in the elevator where Edgeworth's father was shot 15 years ago. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. There is this spot back here. But I don't think it would have had to been back here. I think it would have just been at the boat rental, right? I actually don't know. I actually don't know for sure where it was taken, where the kill. But I bet it was around here. I don't know if that's true or not. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. Because where the car was, that's where Lotta Hart's setup was. I didn't explain this. I should have explained it while the map was up. The car symbol that I looked at, that's where Lotta Hart's camera equipment was set up. So if he shot, if the old man shot Hammond at his boat shop, the camera at the car would have definitely picked up on it.
Objection. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Yeah, he's floating around in the boat looking for his stuff. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. So it would have had to happen pretty close. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop.
That's true. I wasn't going at that angle, but that's true.
Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I mean... But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, The caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
The boat shop caretaker. He didn't have to hit Edgeworth. He just had to fire the gun. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness? Probably that one. Because the first shot missed. That would imply he was trying to hit somebody. I don't think he was trying to hit Edgeworth, though. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Ms. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, he throws himself into the lake. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
This has been a wild trial.
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry. I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir.
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do?
Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away!
We've got a runner. We've got a runner. I missed Edgeworth's pretty face. We'll see you, Harper.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
Bye. Hope you find your dad.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Yeah, so much for your 3-minute trial, Von Karma. December 27, 1:22 p.m. Yeah, this went on for almost 4.5 hours. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax. He's still... whatever went down that night still has him very all over the place. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... Yeah? Can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Are we gonna find out that Edgeworth is the one that actually shot and killed his own father on the night of the DL-6 incident? Like, it could have been an accident, don't get me wrong. But when that happened, the court was trying to pin the whole thing on Hammond. And Yogi is the one that would have been in the elevator to see Edgeworth shoot his own dad, if that's what happened. Do you think that's it? To be continued. Yeah, heck yeah, we're gonna save our progress. You're darn right we are. I think maybe that's it. What if that's what it comes down to, is what if Edgeworth, on accident, on purpose, or some scuffle or something happened in that elevator where he actually shot and killed his dad, right? It was pinned on Yogi. Yogi was declared innocent, but he knew it was Edgeworth. So 15 years later, before the statute of limitations can run up on the whole case, he tries to set up Edgeworth to get him pinned for the murder of Hammond. It's a long shot, but maybe. Poor Edgeworth. I know. That's awful. If that's true, that's awful, though. I think, since that's a to be continued moment and a moment to save, I think that's probably a really good stopping spot. How do I quit? Hang on. There we go. Options. I already saved, so I just need to figure out how to. I forget how to title stream. There we go. I think that's a really good stopping spot for the evening, since we're already coming up pretty close to the end of the stream as it is. He needs a hug. He does. He needs a hug. He needs to talk, which I get it. Like that would make sense. If the reason he doesn't want to talk about it is because it's him committing a murder, possibly on his own dad, that would be really hard to unpack, especially if he's calling it a nightmare, because it's possible that that night, with the lack of oxygen and everything, that would have been extremely traumatic So he might not even be 100% sure how much of it's real or not. That's wild. That's crazy. That's my guess, though. Ooh, I look forward to the next time we do this. It was a relatively quiet stream today, but I'm really into it. I want to see this through. I want to see this trial through. I want to see where it goes. And it's been 10 months since the last time we played this. It won't be another 10 months. We'll play it again very soon. I don't know when. Hopefully sometime next week-ish or something like that, in the next week or two. Yeah, that's all I got for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please be sure to do all of the things. Hit that like button. 10 months. Yeah, it was 10 months. Can you believe that? It was March of last year that we last played this. I know. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please do all the things. Until next time, I'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye.